To prepare for the first day of class of using ALEKS in your course, you'll want to make sure you really understand how the students are going to experience ALEKS. One of the key pieces to setting students up for success is being able to explain ALEKS, the initial knowledge check, and the why behind it on day one prior to them taking it. In order to do so, in your ALEKS instructor account, you'll want to go into your class tools in the upper right-hand corner and go into the student view. This student view can be entered and re-entered as it'll save your progress for the instructor as a student in their course, or you can always choose to reset the student view on this left-hand side with the checkbox. Resetting the student view would be a great way to pull this up on day one of the course and talk to students about it, or even make a quick video tutorial like this one. When you enter the student view, this will be the exact view that the students will see as well. The first thing that they'll see is this pop-up with a concise way of explaining ALEKS. ALEKS is a personalized way to learn at your own pace. It's going to figure out the topics you already know, and then it's going to put the student on the right path to success. The adaptive side of ALEKS works through this cycle of assessment and learning. We're first going to assess the student to see what the students already know, what they don't know yet, and what they're most ready to learn. They'll then be placed on this personalized learning path, and then they'll be reassessed throughout to make sure that they are mastering those topics. To get started, what they'll need to do is take that first assessment. That's what we call the initial knowledge check. Before they can get into any of your assignments or start in their ALEKS course, they'll have to take this initial knowledge check first. The initial knowledge check is going to be up to 25 questions to show what the students already know of the course material. They'll enter their answers using the tools palette over to the right-hand side as they see the questions. If they don't know how to utilize the tools in the tools palette, there will always be a tools help button where they can do a quick tutorial along the way. If they don't know the answer to the questions, that's okay. It's day one of the course. They're not expected to know everything on that first day. They can utilize the I don't know button and move forward. And then it will just remind them to take their time and try their best and do their work without any help. In order to put them on the right personalized learning path, they need to make sure that they are very honest with what they do and don't know of the course material. When they're ready, they can click Start Knowledge Check, and they'll notice that they can see what question they're on in the upper left-hand corner and their progress throughout the questions with this progress bar. Their first question will be a question from the topics in your course, and if they do know the answer, they can go ahead and answer it. If they don't know the answer to this question, they can also always utilize the I don't know button to move forward. Again, I always remind students it's okay to not know the answers to these questions, as it's just the first day of class and we're trying to see what you already know coming in. In this case, if I do get this question correct, I'm going to use my handy solve tool that the students do not have access to, but I'll get this one correct so you can see that one that's incorrect and one that's correct work the exact same way. There's no pop-up to let me know that I did it right or wrong. As the students are going along, ALEKS is making informed decisions about them in the background with their answers. If they answer things correctly, it might try something a little harder. If they answer I don't know or incorrectly, it may jump to something a little bit easier, and it's going to try to pinpoint the student's perfect learning path for them. Since we have a tools palette over here with a fraction and a mixed number, you'll notice that the tools help is going to appear over to this right-hand side to point them to how to use a fraction or a mixed number. It'll walk the students through a quick tutorial if they want to practice it first before going and entering their answer in ALEKS. For the purposes of this demo, I'm going to skip the rest of this knowledge check. And again, the students would not have this solve or this skip functionality. It's just here for the purposes of this demonstration. I'm going to choose that I am coming in with just a little bit of knowledge of college algebra so you can see what a student might come in looking like on their initial knowledge check report. This report will be shown to all students as they finish the last question of their knowledge check. This report is what we refer to as our ALEKS pie. This ALEKS pie shows the students all of the topics in the course. This particular course has 150 topics, and I, as this fake student, came in mastering 28 of those 150 topics, which is awesome. I already came in mastering 19% of the course material. This number does not mean that I got 19% on the initial knowledge check. It just means that I'm coming in already knowing 19% of this course material, and I can see in the different slices where that learning is coming from. In slice A, I knew quite a bit of the algebra and geometry review, but in slice G, I have quite a ways to go on sequences, series, and probability. The shaded part of each of these pie slices shows what the students already know, and the gray area shows what they're going to learn throughout their class, and they'll see that fill in real time. When you hit continue, this will be the student's homepage for the rest of the semester. So the students are going to utilize that ALEKS Pi to see where they are in the course material and see their learning grow in real time. As they're getting started, they can use over here on the left-hand side to start their path through the rest of those topics, or they can always utilize their menu up here in the upper left to go into their assignments and see the class as a whole.